Welcome, everybody. It's the
R.O.T.N. Oddcast.
I'm Famine.
I'm Professor Whiteheat.
For today's episode, we chose the comic books
Mega Man Legends Timelines #1.
Written by David Oxford and art by Mick Fong.
Mega Man ZX Timelines #1.
Written by Matt Moylan and art by Dax Gordline. And
Captain Henry and the Graveyard of Time
#3. Written by Mac Mignola and art by Bruce Zick.
So that brings us to today's topic, which is Time, Part 1. Now let's get into our first track. This is alternative TV with Action, Time,
and Vision.
Now let's start it off with movies that have time in the title, like Swing Time from 1936, and it starred that dancing fool, Fred Astaire, and Ginger Rogers. She glides on air.
For sure.
There was also Bedtime for Bonzo from 1951, which starred former President Ronald Reagan and a chimpanzee named Bonzo.
Yep.
There was The Time Machine from 1960, which was written by H.G. Wells as a novel. It also had the Morlocks, which were a race of underground mutant creatures that would later on be reused as the characters that lived in the sewers, the mutants that lived in the sewers in the X-Men. And I recently read the novel for The Time Machine.
Really?
And the novel is fantastic. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting because he goes into the distant future in that. And he's like from the late 1800s.
Right.
And in the movie and in the book, like he builds a little time machine and then he builds a big time machine. And the prop, like the actual like time machine is so cool.
It's cool.
Looking.
It's all gold.
It's so cool looking, and I always wonder what happened to that. Like, is that like in the museum or something?
For sure,
it should be.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving right along. There was High Time from
Not to be confused with High Times.
Yes, High Time from 1960 is a musical starring Bing Crosby. There's no drug taking in that at all, from
at
what
least
I
to
understand.
what we know.
Yeah, what I understand.
It's a very lighthearted, positive.
Yeah, High Times. They're happy. Happy high times. Anyways, The Time Travelers from 1964 is a sci-fi horror film. There was also The Land That Time Forgot from 1974, starring Doug McClure.
You know him.
There was a sequel, The People That Time Forgot, in 1974. We also have Our Time from 1974 as a romantic comedy. There is Time After Time from 1979, starring Malcolm McDowell. The time travel sci-fi thriller. Somewhere in Time from 1980, starring Christopher Reeves.
Awesome. We also have Time Bandits from 1981. You know Time Bandits. There's also The Time Masters from 1982, which was an animated sci-fi film along the line of Fire and Ice and Heavy Metal.
Oh, really? I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Really cool. We also have Time of the Apes from 1985, Sandy Frank, Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh.
Basically, it was a Japanese riff off of Planet of the Apes.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Really good.
It's a good one.
If you like that kind of thing. We also have Five Times at Richmount High from 1985, starring Sean Penn, Phoebe Cates, Nick Cage,
Very briefly.
Forrest Whitaker, and of course Anthony Edwards, Revenge of the Nerds, you know. The Land Before Time, which was an animated movie about dinosaurs from 1988.
And there is a lot of sequels.
Yes. We have Timescape from 1992, which was a sci-fi thriller starring Jeff Daniels.
I don't think I ever
And
saw
then,
that
of
one.
course, Jean-Claude Van Damme, the legend himself, Time Cop from 1994.
Time Cop's really good. I'm a big fan of Time Cop.
They actually made a comic book of it. Did you know that?
I did know that. I've seen it. I've seen it before. Then we have Time Chasers from 1994. It was another Mystery Science Theater 3000. It was a time traveling plane in that one. There was Time Master from 1995. It was a sci-fi kids movie with Pat Morita,
Mr. Miyagi,
and Michelle Williams.
as a little kid.
Yep. There's A Time to Kill from 1996. It stars Matthew McConaughey, Sandra Bullock, and Samuel Jackson. It's a
good movie.
courtroom crime drama. Not nearly as good as the remake of The Time Machine, Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
That was good.
From 2003.
Robert
it was sort of
Rodriguez.
was it a sequel to...
There's a trilogy as part of the trilogy.
Yeah. There was The Time Traveler's Wife from 2009. It's a sci-fi romance starring Rachel McAdams and Eric Bana, which I've never seen. I don't know.
How to throw it in there.
Yeah, of course. There was Hot Tub Time Machine from 2010, starring Rob Corddry, Craig Robinson, and that movie was pretty funny. It also had John Cusack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There was a lot of people in it.
There was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood from 2019, which starred Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie.
What happened if Helter Skelter and Brad Pitt stopped Helter Skelter?
Yeah, because it's funny. It's kind of like Inglourious Bastards in that way, where they just rewrite history and history went a different way. Let's not forget about No Time to Die from 2021, starring Daniel Craig, James Bond.
Now, let's get into our second song. This is Television Personalities with
Part-Time Punks.
Here they come.
Walking down the King's Road, I see so many faces. They come from many places. They come down for the day. They walk around together and try and look trendy. I think it's a shame that they all look the same. Here they come. La 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 la. La 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 la. The part-time punks. Here they come. La 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 la. La 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 la. The part-time punks. Then they go to R.O.T.N, to my Susie and the Banshees. They heard John Peel playing just the other night. They like to buy the O-level single. I read about Seymour, but they're not pressed in red, so they buy the lurkers instead. Here they come. La 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 la. La 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 la. The part-time punks. Here they come. to see the clash. Tonight, here they come. La 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 la. La 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 la. The part-time punks. Here they come. La 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 la. La 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 la. The part-time punks. The part-time punks. The part-time punks.
All right, now let's get into TV shows with time in the title, like The Time Tunnel from 66 to 67.
I love that one.
Austin Powers
Yes, they
ripped it off.
They ripped it
A
off.
sci-fi adventure about two scientists trapped in a time stream and appearing in periods of history. We have It's About Time that ran from 66 to 67 as well. And it was a sci-fi sitcom about two astronauts that travel back to prehistoric times, unable to find their way back. There's Time Slip that ran from 70 to 71, which is a British sci-fi series about two time-traveling kids. We have Good Times, can't go wrong with Good Times. 74 to 79, we got Jimmy J.J. Walker, a.k.a. Dynamite.
That was his catchphrase,
Yep.
yes. Then there's Power Rangers Time Force from 2001. There was Time Squad from 2001 to 2003. Was a Cartoon Network series about a trio of time cops consisting of a boy, a musclehead, and a robot trying to make sure history goes according to plan. Like Quantum Leap, very similar. Also, we have Adventure Time, which really isn't about time traveling, but it has time in the title.
Correct.
From 2010 to 2018. Was there an episode where they travel through time?
In a sense.
Yeah.
In a sense. Well,
they go like into people's
time and space.
I remember there's an episode where they go into like the memories
Of course.
of people.
Yeah.
So
They
that's,
did a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, it's really great. It's one of the best
Best things
cartoons
ever.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's a fantasy adventure about a boy and his dog living in the land of Ooh. And last we have Timeless from 2016 to 2018. It was a sci-fi drama about a team that is trying to stop an organization from changing the course of history. Now, let's get into our third track. This is TSOL with 80 Times.
For him, he is no more try. No one seems to care too much for him. You can see it in his eyes. Drive down the street that he is on. Don't look his way. You keep going on and on and on, but you can't hear him say, help, help, help me, help, help. 80 times is all it took for him. He is no more try. No one seems to care too much for him. You can see it in his eyes. Drive down the street that he is on. Don't look his way. You keep going on and on and on, but you can't hear him say, help, help, help me, help, help. Help, help! Help me! Help, help!
Now, let's talk about comic books with time in the title, like Time Bandits, The Time Machine, and TVA, aka Time Variance Authority from Marvel. Then we have Time Masters, Time Warp, and Hard Time from DC. We also have Once Upon a Time Machine, Time Cop,
The
comic book
adaptation
of the movie.
Yeah.
And Time Traveler's Tales from Dark Horse. And then also Graveyard of Time was from Dark Horse as well. We have, where am I? we have Borrow Time and Adventure Time from Oni Press. Did you know they made a time tunnel comic book?
Makes a lot of sense. And it was
Golden
Gold Key.
Key.
Yeah, they
They
made
did
a lot of.
everything.
They made a lot of TV
Any
show,
cartoon or TV show, they made a
did
comic book of it.
Yeah.
Home Time from Top Shelf. Time Before Time from Image. Past Time from Mad Cave. I love Mad Cave. Time Walker from Valiant. I know how much you love Valiant.
Oh, yeah.
We have Big Time from Vertigo. We have Family Time from Ablaze Comics. Time Shifters from Scholastic, which is a book. The Quest for the Time Bird from Titan Comics. Time Waits from Distillery. I know how much you love Distillery.
Oh yeah, for
And their
sure.
magazine
That's
size.
time waits. That's the one that's like about a space prison because they're doing time.
Yeah.
Hard time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Time Under Tension from Fantagraphics, which I love Fantagraphics.
All right. For our last song, we chose Rudimentary Peni with Teenage Time Killer. Thanks to Phat Collectables for letting us film here. Thanks to Squelch, aka Explode, for drawing our logo. And thanks to you for watching.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you missed your favorite time-themed subject. But don't fret, this is just part 1, and we're going to have a part 2.
Teenage Time Killer. When it gets old, it can wish it was young. Teenage Time Killer. Skeleton thing, also dreaming of teen. Teenage Time Killer. Euthanasia, euthanasia. Teenage Time Killer. When it gets old, it can wish it was young. Teenage Time Killer. Skeleton thing, also dreaming of teen. Euthanasia. Euthanasia, euthanasia.
Action, time, and vision.
I don't think he says and.
He does.